Hey, chit chatters, come on in, come on in. Welcome to our pre-chat show.
On the set today.
On set.
We were at the
Absolutely.
house. We were at the house last
That's
week.
where we normally are, but we're on the set. Y'all come on in. Make sure that you like and share and like.
Sharing like Bonner Jones. I'm sure you're here.
Uh-huh. And so why are we doing this? Tell them why we...
So we're pre-recording because while you're watching this, we are at a live recording, live concert for Julian Cross. He's a young man here in Memphis. Amazing young man. He just so happens to be one of my interns.
And I wanted to support.
And absolutely. He came to New Life and he's great. Just great singer.
Sweet young man.
Great singer.
And so what we decided is that we would pre-record the pre-chat.
Yeah.
So we know our regulars are going to be on, right? So
absolutely.
We're going to just start saying, hey, Vanna. Hey, Sean Woods.
William Weeks. I know you here.
Victoria, you know, she's probably the first one.
Oh, absolutely. Sandy.
And Shalandra Kerr.
You know Sandy. You know.
Okay, and Pat was probably the second person.
Right.
On. Pat, right. Okay.
Jackie Bird.
Jackie Bird is
always. Did I say William Weeks?
You said William Weeks.
Pat. We already said Miss Robinson. Pat Robinson.
Okay, what am I doing? We got to think of some other ones.
Lolita's here.
Right.
Lolita's
Sharetta
here.
usually
Sharetta's here.
Tamra.
Tamra comes on.
And so we're just saying hello. We're going to be thinking of some others to say. But even if we don't call your name, you know you one of us.
Yep.
So put your name in
the comment section right there, and make sure you're liking and sharing.
Right.
You know.
So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the news.
Yeah.
Now the whole week hadn't even finished.
No, not at this time.
While we're pre-recording, but
Nia Long,
right?
Beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
Beautiful black woman.
Absolutely.
Beautiful black woman.
Her fiance.
Oh, he was fiance.
I think so. She just has never. They've been in a relationship for like 7 to 10 years. How many? 7 years, y'all? 7 years. Engaged. Who does that?
Nia. But why?
But
why?
Maybe that's why she's been engaged that long. Maybe that's why she didn't marry him, because she wasn't sure that he was ready.
7 years is a mighty long,
right?
To be doing an experiment for a relationship.
And would you be in a relationship that long with somebody?
Proposed, that long, and
an
engaged that long, right? 7 years,
right? So this is what I thought was interesting. I thought this was interesting that somebody started this post about, in other words, because you know what they were saying was, you know, Nia Long is beautiful,
got money, all that kind of stuff,
right? Accomplished, all that, to be cheated on, right? Yeah. And somebody just started a whole list. In other words, men don't care how beautiful you are. The best of them is what they were saying. The best of women has been cheated on. And they started this list. Beyonce, Halle Berry, your mother.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. Gwen Stefani. All right. Your grandmother.
Kim Kardashian.
Your cousin.
Gabrielle Union.
You.
That is so funny.
Demi Moore.
Oh, and then I don't know if you see this. Whoever wrote the list said me.
Your godmother, all my friends.
Your sister-in-law's baby cousin is her, Janet Jackson.
My
Jackson's
my cousin, Princess Diana. And so what the point was, you know, we are always stunned when these celebrities especially, and beautiful, I gotta keep saying that, because really what happens is, as women, you look at those women and you think, why would that guy step out on such a beautiful woman? Because we think that men step out because of physical attraction.
Gotcha.
And if you got the finest girl, you know, if you got the Beyonce,
you're not gone.
Jay-Z, who could you want?
And women come to the relationship with the beauty and the brains, thinking that
since I got
all of this,
that I'm safe.
So now, what's your theory? I'm sure you got a theory on this, about this cheating thing.
Well, men don't cheat because of just physical attraction.
Okay.
I mean, it's been proven that that's not even where it starts.
Okay. Talk about it.
Well,
come on, Dr. Lemon. Come on, talk about it.
I don't want to make the whole pre-chat about that.
But help some people out there.
But you know what?
Your husband may be cheating.
But you know, and I think that's why women tend to be so devastated, because they do feel like, I mean, I'm down for you. I keep myself up, attractive. I'm your support person.
I'm
all
there
of
for you.
that.
You can talk to me. I hold it down.
Yeah,
I was there
that'll
for
make
you.
that'll make
I was there for you while you were building your career.
Yeah.
I
helped you.
I helped you.
I
That's
typed
my degree.
When you went to school, I typed your papers. Absolutely. You used my credit to start your business. That's why you'll get killed. That's how that happens.
That's how that happens. The people
And speaking of that,
what's that show called?
There's a new
Snap.
There's a Snap. There's a show called Snap. But speaking of that, I do have a show coming up. Not today, and not next week. But there's well, it is going to be next week, I believe. But it's on. It's talking to the men.
Okay.
And one of the things I'm going to talk is about keeping the he in me alive. Now, it is not talking about cheating and stuff. This is really about men's health.
Okay.
But we are going to talk about in that that a component of that cheating, because I think too, sometimes men step out of their relationships because they want to see if they still got it. Right. So anyway, we'll be talking about it.
So how do you I want to ask, how do you keep that from happening? Is that something
you do know, and Steve Harvey has even talked about this. Steve Harvey's a comedian, but he's got a lot of comedy. Y'all like Steve Harvey? I love Steve Harvey because he has a lot of common sense and a lot of street wisdom.
Common sense and street wisdom. Can we put that on a shirt? That sounds like a good shirt.
Yeah, right.
Common sense and street wisdom.
Right.
But he talks about this.
Because you can have common sense and not street wisdom.
And not know anything about the streets.
Yeah. So he talks about how men step out and as a matter of fact, I just heard it probably is not even new, but I heard him talk about the fact that he has no women friends.
Interesting.
Being married.
Interesting.
Right? He has no women friends. He said because men cannot be friends with women. I'm talking about real big, like real close.
Okay.
Because given the chance, if that man finds a crack in the door, he coming forward.
What about the woman?
Women, I think, can do better with keeping boundaries.
Or do they just not communicate what their desires are in those friendships?
I know women who've been attracted to a man a long time, but she won't ever touch it.
That's what I'm saying. So they keep their desires quiet. Silent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't hear you say that. Yeah, because she's either respecting his wife, or she's respecting her husband.
Okay.
Right. Now, if those variables,
she's not a wife,
were not in place. But men, he said, so that's why he can't have women friends, because it's too big of a temptation.
Interesting.
Right. So anyway,
do you all have this? Any men watching? Do you have close?
It's okay for women to be the best friend or close,
or a married man to be friend
to your husband?
That don't even sound right. That don't even sound like that's gonna work. That doesn't even sound like a wife is going to allow that husband to be. And to be honest with you, when I see that, that is a big question mark. Yeah, it is a big question mark when I see a man really close to another woman and it's not his wife.
Because we're not gonna spend the whole pre-chat on this, but the very nature of a man. Is that
judgy for us to do that?
But the very nature of a man is to be a rescuer, right? Okay. And so usually, if I got a man,
I thought she was going to say the nature of a man is to cheat. I was going to say, Lord, are we going there?
Well, but listen, if he's my best friend and I find myself vulnerable, then he's gonna want to come rescue me. That's just the nature of a man. So anyway, let's go past that. Let's go past that. So what else has been going on?
Okay, I sure want to answer one more quick. Can I ask one more question about that? It's okay.
What else been going on?
So we have.
What's the girl's name that won the Emmy? Because we didn't talk about her last week.
Y'all got to tell us the name. What's the name of the lady? She was in Abbott. Those on the set. Elementary. We need you on the set. What's her name?
Cheryl Lee Ralph. Cheryl Lee Ralph. And when I tell you, I think the whole world was just happy for her.
Right.
Because she was so happy.
And fulfilled.
Being a woman at her age what she was singing was Never Too Late.
Right.
You know, all of that. And then, you know, so we were all, Oprah was so
That's what I was
excited
going to
for
say.
her.
Did you see Oprah? She and
yeah.
Oprah do that whole
Did you see
piece.
that big old bouquet of flowers that Oprah? I mean, it was
Now
huge.
I didn't. And now were those from Oprah's from
Probably,
her
I don't know, but they were
nursery?
huge. I mean, bigger than anything you've seen at a funeral. Anything you've seen.
Oh my!
Oh,
She
yeah.
gave her a spray. She gave us spray.
But
that's because I think Cheryl Lee talked about to people don't give up, because there were some things that I think she was casted for.
Absolutely.
And the lady on 227, she was actually casted for that
role. For that role. And she ended up Sandra, but what's her real name, y'all? What's her real name?
Sandra Whitley. No,
what's happening with our producer?
We have a guest on the set today.
You all, Bishop is here and he needs some water. Look, he about to leave the room. Bishop, there's some water here. He's escaping. But
the girl that plays Sandra.
Y'all tell us who she is. Tell us who she is. The lady that plays Sandra on 227.
That was before my time, please.
That was during our time.
She got that role and she won.
She was the first. Now she was the first black woman
to win an Emmy.
To win an Emmy.
In a supporting one. Jackie Harris.
Yeah.
And so people felt she was trying to take the moment.
Yeah.
Because she put out a congratulatory message on social media. And in that message saying,
she was saying, it's been lonely up here and I'm happy to have you up here.
And people are saying you didn't even have to say that. You could have just let Cheryl Lee Ralph have her moment.
Would you let somebody? Because people were saying, are you the first? You the first. People were saying that.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to be forgotten. It's just like Etta James was still living.
Yeah.
And they called Jennifer Hudson to sing At Last.
Yeah.
And they were saying Etta James.
She didn't sing it first. Yeah.
But Etta James was saying, look, y'all, I'm still living. Why are y'all acting like I'm not here? So would you give up your title if you just sit back and what would you do?
I thought the way it was written was very gracious.
I do too.
I didn't think there was anything, but the fact that she mentioned she was the first, but I didn't see any malicious intent.
No, I didn't either.
You know, out here in these petty streets, you know, people, I've seen worse.
Yeah.
So, but I really was thankful for how Oprah and some others embraced her, because I think that celebratory connection for Black women, especially
from your people,
right?
Have you and this is not on our script, have you gone to see Woman King yet?
I haven't, but I plan to this week. I plan to make sure I see it. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay.
Now it's a 2 hour and some change long movie. Now you know I don't do long movies. I know you love movies.
Well, here's what I love: good movies. I have to eat through a long movie, so I'm going to be prepared. I'm glad you told me that, because do y'all do this? Do y'all put extra goodies in your purse or something to take into the movie? Because you know it's expensive.
If
to go to the movie.
If anybody from Malco is watching, please
listen.
Do not arrest my doctor or my pastor.
I have taken Arby's French fries in the movie.
Oh, I've taken a whole burger and fries in the movie. But let me tell you something.
Does Bishop do that
I
too?
like fruit snacks. No, but I do it.
I like eat your fries snacks. When you have them.
I like fruit snacks. You're gonna pay $5 or $6 at the movies for just fruit snacks that you'll go to CVS or Walgreens on your way and pay $1.79.
Did they used to check that stuff? Did they used to check bags?
It's too volatile out here these days.
We were just too scared.
They can't do it anymore.
They can't do all that now.
Yeah, they used to try to, if you had a big bag, they want to know what's in your bag.
They probably don't have the staff to check. They probably don't even have the staff.
So,
so we gotta go sit. Somebody gotta go sit. 2 hours is just a long time for me.
I know. I'll let you know how.
It's just a long time.
Okay, so who else? We want you to put your name in the chat to say hello. Even though this is being pre-recorded, we're gonna come back and watch it.
Right. And to be honest, Dr. Linda might be in this concert watching right now.
Well,
to keep up. So if you see a comment, it is
y'all
actually her.
Y'all talk to me, because I will have my phone.
And she'll have the captions on. I see what's going on. But speaking of movies, The Little Mermaid, there was a remake of Little Mermaid.
Right.
The original action figure mermaid, if I'm not mistaken, was a white woman.
Right.
But in this remake,
It's a
which is a live person, this Little Mermaid is black. And there has been a lot of backlash from white America saying that this mermaid should not be black.
And on the other side of that, Ursula, the villain, is not being cast black.
Okay.
And there's a lot of backlash from black folk on that.
Saying that she should be
Black. So, what do you think?
Representation matters. I know that. I'm gonna give some political answers. Representation matters. I have seen videos of little black girls watching that mermaid and having a moment with their parents because they see themselves on that TV.
Well, you know, speaking of that, that's what what's the Lizzo said when she won her award, that because she won an Emmy, right? And she was like, growing up, she didn't see anybody like her, black like her. Did she call herself fat or just was she fluffy?
Now, what did Lizzo play in, y'all?
Lizzo, Courtney, you know what? I really want to edit it out because you just embarrassed.
On Precious?
She's a singer.
She's a singer.
Stay up.
But
listen, she doesn't sing gospel. I wouldn't know
I
her.
didn't see anybody black like me, fat like me, beautiful like me. And that was a moving moment. That she owns hers.
So yeah, there's this whole group of folks, and even from a literacy standpoint, of making sure that black and brown children see themselves portrayed in a positive light in movies as well as books. Because so often when kids read things, even if it's a story on immigration, it's a negative context of immigration, right? And so that did it for me. We need to have representation in these movies, and we need black people in the production suite, on the production team, fighting so that our little children can see themselves on them. So,
you know, it's so interesting. You're saying so many things that just are just kind of prompting some things that I saw this week. Do you know who Kadeem Harrison is?
You know, I know the name. Who is that?
So Kadeem.
Dwayne.
Y'all know who Kadeem was? Kadeem was Dwayne Wayne.
Oh, from a different world. Now I know him.
Well, it was interesting. He was on Uncensored. I love shows like Uncensored, Unsung.
Okay.
Because it gives you the behind the story, behind the scenes story on these different people. And they did one on him, and he talked about when they first did the first season of Different World, they were whitewashed as, A Different World was about them growing up, going to college.
That's right. It was a spinoff from
the
Cosby's, right?
And how they were whitewashed and said Bill Cosby came in after it was over and basically fired all the writers.
Wow.
Got Debbie Allen in there.
Awesome.
And then she gave it the real flex. He said because it was supposed to be about an HBCU, he said none of that was demonstrated.
I have to go back and watch the first
season. All that he said their clothes. So he said when Debbie Allen came aboard as producer, their clothing changed. If they, so it's interesting.
And Denzel Washington talks about that because Denzel Washington, he produced the movie Fences. And he acted in Fences as well. I think he said he was committing himself to produce some more black plays and turn them into movies. And he said that he was being intentional about building his production team. He said because people think this is about color, but it's not about color. It's about culture.
It's about culture.
In every other movie, when you're casting people, you want to get the culture right. And you call in experts. He said, we got people who are experts with black culture.
Absolutely.
He said, those are the people that I want on my project.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think that's why people gravitate to Tyler Perry films? Do y'all like Tyler Perry films?
Yes, because it is accurate.
Well, because it's blackness.
It's blackness.
Yeah.
It's blackness.
Yeah.
He if you watch it, thank God my grandmama wasn't like Madea. I don't know what I would do
Right.
if my grandmother was like Madea. But people really resonate with those characters.
Right. And so, yeah, because I love Tyler Perry.
Mhm.
I love Tyler Perry just because he's so inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the movies and all of that I don't really get
Mm-hmm.
into, but I think that a part of the draw
Mm-hmm.
is seeing us.
Right.
And seeing us in our, everydayness.
Right.
Because there's just some funny stuff in the black
That happens
family,
in the
the black culture.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It's just funny. And he does a great job putting it on camera. I told y'all once, I think last season, about the show Bruh. I don't know if this was just a conversation we were having or we talked about it. But he has a show called Bruh, but he has another one called what? Sister? Y'all? Sister? What is it called? Sister? But Bruh, it is a nothing show about black guys, young professionals. One of them is a doctor. They went to school together, and it just literally chronicles their journey. You got the.
So is that like the Johnsons? Have you seen that?
Now you're gonna have to quit asking me these questions. You're
gonna
have to quit asking these questions.
It's not a big TV person.
No.
And really, neither am I.
Mhm.
What I tend to do y'all do this? If somebody else can be talking about something on social media about movies, or somebody else may ask, "Hey, y'all, what's out?" And they'll give a list, and so I will screenshot it, and that's how I find out. Okay, I need to watch this. If I'm just sitting around the house and don't have anything to do, which that's very rare.
Yeah.
But that's how I find things to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. I've sat down last week
Mhm.
on my sofa
Mm.
and turned the TV on for the first time I know in 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
My TV had not been on in 3 weeks.
Okay, I got.
My auntie cleans my house every other week.
Uh-huh.
I sat on that couch and those pillows were just like they were when she left it out. Really, for real.
Now I gotta ask you this, and I don't want to take you low. I don't want to take you low, but I do need to ask you this. I got a call today. So, we're pre-recording you all. So I got a call today. So today is what, Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
It said,
yeah, I don't know what this is about to be.
Did you hear that Shirley Caesar died?
Oh no, that ain't true. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't have to take me low.
I Googled and I didn't find nothing. So the first thing out of my mouth was, "Where's Courtney?
Come find me."
Right.
Don't tell me on the phone.
I know.
I don't.
So the only reason I'm talking about it
and don't come to my house. Tell me to come to church because I need to be on the altar. I remember when I found out Albertina Walker passed away. And I had to go to geology class. And I was on the way to geology class and I listened to the song.
Y'all hear me talking about Albertina?
See, I don't know nothing about the movies, but I said Albertina Walker's song, and we got to put this on the list for the event. I'm still here. I made it through. And so are you. The enemy tried to. Yeah. I was in that geology class. I had to get up and walk out.
Let me tell you something.
That's a song right there.
That is really a song. And we have those people. Who would you say?
What you laughing at over there?
Y'all gonna have to come and get me. Who would be your person that you would say y'all gonna have to come get me if this person dies? And I'm talking about a person that's not your family member. Mm-hmm. They don't even know you.
Person in the media,
but they're close to your heart.
Anthony Hamilton for Shama. Who is it for you, Bishop?
For me, it was Prince. When Prince died, baby, let me tell you something.
It took you down. My cousin DeAndre went low too.
It took me down. If Al Roker died, yeah, that would take me low too.
I love that.
That would take me low. But that's our morning routine.
I love that.
No, but you got to know Al is more than a brother man.
He's like part of the family.
He's a staple.
Can somebody turn a camera on so we can get this?
So when Prince died, I went low.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm gonna tell you now, who would take me low, is if something happened to Oprah.
She means something to our culture.
Absolutely.
We probably need to give Oprah a day in America before she passes.
Oh yeah, she means something in my life.
Gotcha.
because I was getting married when Oprah's show was syndicated in 1986. So every day I was watching Oprah.
Wow.
Oprah grew us up. Oprah therapized us.
Yeah.
Before we were going to therapy, accepting that Black folk
Yeah.
could go to therapy, Oprah did that for us.
Wow.
And so for me,
I was about to ask, back then, did you have your phone out taking notes in your phone? But it was no such thing as a note section in a phone. Wasn't even a phone back then. Did you have a cell phone back then? No.
No, we didn't have cell phone. No, we didn't.
Bishop Jakes had a phone.
We didn't
Oh, Bishop's is saying Bishop Jakes for him when something happened to Bishop
when
Jakes.
something
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking notes. Yeah, there are people that are special to us. And I hope those people like Oprah, Bishop Jakes, whomever, know that. I hope, because I know that celebrities and famous people, they hear a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
But I hope they know, and just in case it makes it to somebody that your name has been called, I hope that you know that you have made the impact. Shirley Caesar needs to know there's a Courtney Richardson.
I believe.
That she just made this impact.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of, we got it. Okay, we're getting ready to go. But okay, what about Juanita Bynum doing the
prayer classes
for
$1,500? How much was it? $1,200.
They were
$19.99
with the discount. You could get it for $15 something.
They wrote a song called "You Don't Know the Cost of the Oil" in my alabaster, but that oil is costly.
So
somewhere it said you can't pay for it too. They said that somewhere. Shauna said CC Wine is gonna take her low.
No,
oh, that's right. I thought you said CC.
So
it was a big jump.
What do y'all think about
the retreat? Now, was it a 2-day retreat?
I don't know. Well, and you got a bottle of oil. You got you laughing, but you got some kind of book. You got a prayer shawl.
The way I feel about it,
what
is that's setting the stage for how much your classes need to be.
Oh, for my class?
Absolutely.
Because look, let me tell you
I believe, but who is your audience? There are some people who will pay for what you have.
And there were people, what is she doing?
That's right. Give me that pal. Give me that. Give me something. Give me that booklet over there.
But look,
this ain't cheap.
Look,
this ain't cheap. Somebody had to design this. Somebody had to. You see this content right here? This will change your life. How to dream clarifying questions. I'm gonna skip through some things. Look at this.
But here's what I want to say about that. We always want everything that has to do with church people. We want it to be free. Now we'll go to Tony Robbins, all of those people, and pay thousands of dollars. So I don't have a judgment on it really. Because what I do know is that there are going to be people who will pay her.
And the truth is, now she has had some public meltdowns.
Absolutely.
And all of that kind of stuff. But
she got some oil.
But the Lord knows her and she knows him.
She does now. Now I can't vouch for anything else as relates to her life.
She got some oil.
But what I do know is I just don't think there needs to be a double standard that we're willing to go and pay $300 to a Mary J. Blige concert. And I don't have a problem with that. I love Mary J. Blige. I just don't think there needs to be a double standard. Some people will say, I can't charge, I won't charge, and that's okay.
It's fine. So be it unto you. But as Dr. Linda Willis and Linda Willis empowers, it's going to be a fee for this stuff. Because this is life-changing information.
Absolutely.
And at some point, we're going to increase those prices to reflect.
And I'm praying about, Lord, how do I break out? Because what they said of what is known in the marketing industry, and all of that in the industry is that people who are familiar with you will not pay you. And so that's one of the things I've been praying about is for the Lord to expand my reach, expand my audience, not for the pay, but just, we know a prophet is without honor in their own home, right?
Now that's the book. It's in your Bible if you didn't tear it out.
Not the chit chatters. They got it.
Yes,
they
right.
got
That's
it.
right. That's right.
But it is challenging for you.
It is
with your wealth of knowledge, right? With your intellectual property, with people who are common with you,
Mhm.
and if you are a Christian.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
they don't have problems with anybody
Mhm.
else making
Mhm.
money. And I'm not saying this because I'm promoting
Mhm.
her making
Mhm.
money.
Mhm.
I'm just saying it's always that double standard.
Right.
That everything that's relative to what a Christian does
Mhm.
ought
We
to be
think
free.
And
You
those
know-
spiritual principles
Mhm.
are the principles that CEOs, executives,
Absolutely.
etc., live by. And they pay money to have
Sure.
organizational psychologists come and transform the mindset of an organization.
Absolutely. And that's why I didn't have a problem. I remember when everybody was having a problem with Bishop T.D. Jakes,
Mhm.
him doing, going into the marketplace. And I'm like, why not?
Right.
He has the skill set. He
Mhm.
has the why should he be limited to just the church?
Mhm.
Why shouldn't he charge?
Absolutely.
I mean, so all of that. But
Absolutely.
anyway, y'all, we're getting ready for our episode. We haven't even told what the episode is about.
What is the
Right.
episode about
It is
before
about
we go?
keeping the she in me alive. Keeping the she in me alive. I've got Alisa Gibson. All right.
Oh, let me tell
When
you
I
something.
tell you, but this is going to be Alisa Gibson, the nurse.
Okay.
When I tell you she is knowledgeable, and y'all, we're going to have some good conversation. And I don't want the brothers to check out because these are things you need to know about your woman. You need to
Interesting.
know so you can have a good conversation. You know what to look for. Keeping the she in me alive.
Know what to look for.
Uh-huh. And I mean, so that she will be a blessing to you.
EBI
Uh-huh.
Shanta. Thank you.
Okay, y'all, we got to get out of here. I
Thank
got my
you.
phone. All right. I'm in the concert, but I got my phone.
Yeah.
All right. So be in the comment, like, share.